Hello student, this is your history class standard 8 chapter 2nd. Now we will continue with Martin Luther. So let us start introduction of Martin Luther. The Protestant Reformation. By the early 1500s, the Catholic Church was in turmoil over the controversy of corruption and its unwillingness to adopt reforms. In Germany, a Catholic monk named Martin Luther became involved in a serious dispute with the Catholic Church. Martin Luther's break from the Catholic Church began the Protestant Reformation and inspired a series of new Christian denominations. For example, how the early Christian church was broken down into two separate groups: the Eastern Orthodoxy and the Roman Catholic Church is to placed in 1054, and then in the 16th century we have Reformation, which known as Protestantism Reformation, which led to Lutheranism, Anglicanism and in the Calvinism. And even those are different group, we have subgroup are involved. During the Protestant Reformation, Reformed Protestant church corruption and practices in hopes of reforming Christianity. In the Christianity, they were able to do so. Now, let's talk about the Martin Luther as a young boy in Germany. Luther was going to become a lawyer after he nearly died in a thunderstorm. He vowed to become a Catholic priest. After studying the Bible as a monk, Martin Luther became a priest and a scholar. During his study of the Bible, Luther became convinced that salvation could not be achieved by good works and sacraments. Instead, Luther was inspired by St. Paul's epistle to the Romans: a person can be made good by having faith in God's mercy. Martin Luther believed that salvation was gained through having faith in God. He called this idea justification by faith. By the way, this is the big topic today in modern day. Our Palestine churches. Martin Luther was also deeply troubled by the church's selling of indulgences, which he saw as false salvation. So, he reacted against the salvation. In the 1517, Martin Luther wrote a list of arguments against church practices called the 95 Theses. He posted the 95 Theses on the church door in the town of Wittenberg and welcomed debate of his ideas. Remember, we have the printing press which helped to spread the Luther idea to many places to in Europe. The 95 Thesis spread quickly through Europe, causing an incredible controversy. Many people, especially in Northern Europe, were excited about his ideas. But the Catholic Church condemned Luther and rejected his ideas. In 1521, Luther was called before the Diet of Worms, a meeting of church and political leaders. The church demanded that Luther take back his teachings. Luther refused, argued that the Bible was the only source of religious authority and encouraged Christians to study the Bible of themselves. At the Diet of Worms, Martin Luther was excommunicated from the Catholic Church. He was kept out basically from the Catholic Church, and the Martin Luther stand against the Catholic Church led to the formation of a new Christian denomination known as Lutheranism. This is we saw before here some basically image. We saw how the early Christian was divided into many main groups within different time periods. Lutheranism was the first of a series of Protestant Christian faith that broke from the Catholic Church. We saw here are different religious beliefs and practices in the 16th century. We saw Roman Catholicism, Lutheranism, Calvinism, and Anglicanism. And you see how they believe the different leadership, salvation, Bible, work services of Bible, and also we can interpretation. Here a map of Europe. In this is roughly in year 1516, and it is color coded with the different color green, yellow, orange, etc. This color represent the different denominations in 1560 throughout Europe. This is your assignment question and you have to just complete in your notebook. Thank you.